In 1933, Austin-Westran invented the industry's first patented vertical screw landing gear for semi-trailers. During the 1960s, Austin-Westran again revolutionized the trailer support industry with the first patented cushion foot. In the 1990s, Austin-Westran developed and patented the industry's first constant mesh gearing design. And recently, Austin-Westran became the industry's first trailer support manufacturer to introduce powder coat finish as standard on all of their landing gear. With a history of firsts, Austin-Westran has decided to make 2006 the year to raise the bar on the competition again.
Introducing the Speed Crank from Austin-Westran, dramatically improving the safety and performance of all landing gears.
The main benefits of Speed Crank versus conventional cranks are automatic engagement, instant shifting, and no wobble. Plus, Speed Crank is easy to use. To engage Speed Crank, lift to crank position, and it locks automatically to the input shaft. To disengage Speed Crank, just pull the release. It's that simple. When unlocked, the Speed Crank from Austin-Westran features automatic crank retention for storing. The unique design of the mechanism automatically holds the Speed Crank in the vertical position, preventing it from swinging in or out. You won't need a crank hanger when you use the Speed Crank. When locked, Speed Crank is securely mated with the input shaft and will not come off under any operating condition. Instant shifting is another wonderful benefit of the Speed Crank from Austin-Westran. When pushing in or pulling out for gear selection, the Speed Crank is always engaged. Ordinary cranks become disengaged from the input shaft when you shift outward. You must then push them back onto the input shaft, being careful not to knock it back out of gear. Not so with the Speed Crank. It cannot become disengaged. Watch as the landing gear is shifted in and out. The Speed Crank is always engaged. You always have instant shifting. Don't try this with a conventional crank.
The Speed Crank was also designed to provide operators with a stable, wobble-free rotation of the crank handle.
Now that we've eliminated the wobble, the cranking arc is true and the grip is always straight and parallel to the input shaft. And that means less fatigue and more efficient cranking. This gives a positive, secure feeling to the operator, compared to all other cranks that wobble when being cranked, which gives the operator an insecure feeling and the fear of losing grip on the handle.
Besides its outstanding list of benefits, the Speed Crank from Austin-Westran was also designed to be the safe crank.
Since it can never come off the input shaft, Speed Crank allows the driver to fast crank the legs to or from the ground without worry of the crank coming off and causing injury. Also, when the legs are in contact with the ground, the operator can crank with confidence, knowing that under heavy lifting, the Speed Crank will not become detached from the input shaft.
Introducing the Speed Crank from Austin-Westran, the bar has just been raised.
The Speed Crank is the most revolutionary advance in landing gear performance since Austin-Westran invented them in 1933. It's a design that will benefit every driver that uses it.
I think it's an excellent idea because a lot of injuries are caused by bad cranks where the fork separates and then you can't, and all of a sudden you take a swing and you don't have a gear, and it's not a finger pincher either. And I guarantee you go to every trailer dolly, and this is one of the main things that need repair. And with this, it wouldn't. You can't spread the bolt. You can't spread the socket, so you're gonna have less repair in the long run.
When our customers said they wanted a safer crank to complement our world-class landing gear, Austin-Westran listened. Ask us about the Speed Crank, now available exclusively from Austin-Westran.